Welcome to our latest update on the ongoing war in Ukraine from the War Insider. The main news in the morning of January 24th. Ukrainian armed forces are not making progress in any direction, but they are also not allowing Russian forces to advance. The exception is a small advance by the Russians in the area of Bakhmut. At the end of this broadcast, we will see an address by Prigozhin to the new party of prisoners, as Rogozin promised to take revenge for the torn piece of his buttocks. Also, we will see the secret development of the Russians for peeking around the corner, made from manure and sticks. But all in order. Ukrainians repelled attacks by the Russian army in 11 populated areas. In the past 24 hours, units of the Ukrainian Defense Forces repelled attacks by the occupiers in the areas of the following populated areas: Chervenopivka in the Luhansk region, Belogorovka, Razdolivka, Sol, Krasnogora, Bakhmut, Kleshevka, Novobamutivka, Krasnogorivka, Vadayan, Marinka in the Donetsk region. Now in more detail about each direction. No changes on the border with Belarus. Russia and Belarus continue to conduct joint exercises. Ukrainians are ready for a possible attack, although they currently consider it unlikely. A more probable date for an advance from the north is February-March. We continue to monitor the situation. The Russians continue to conduct an offensive in the Bakhmut and Avdiivsky directions. Despite incurring numerous losses, they have captured a significant portion of the territory to the west of the Bakhmut forest. Over the past day, there has been a slight advance north and south of Bakhmut, and again in Kleshevka, where the Russians are bringing in additional reserves. In the Kupiansk direction, the Russians conducted unsuccessful offensive operations. All Russian attacks were repulsed by Ukrainian defenders. On the Limansky, Novopavlovsky, Zaporizhzhia, and Kherson directions, the Russians are on the defensive. Neither side has made any significant progress. Russia launched 9 missile strikes on the regions of Kharkiv, Donetsk, and Zaporizhzhia, and carried out 27 air strikes per day, as well as 79 attacks using multiple launch rocket systems. The threat of air and missile strikes remains throughout Ukraine. For the past 10 days, a decrease in the number of enemy personnel has been noted in some settlements in the Luhansk region. Generally, the Russians send mobilized people to the front lines, while professional military personnel try to stay in the rear. The Defense Forces Aviation inflicted 8 strikes on the areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment of the enemy over the past 24 hours, as well as a strike on the position of an anti-aircraft missile system. The defenders also shot down 2 Russian Su-25 aircraft, a helicopter Ka-52, an unmanned aerial vehicle Orlan-10, and 2 guided missiles X-59. Russian scouts boast of a miracle invention made of plumbing pipes and mirrors. With it, you can peek around the corner and look out of the trench. The pride for this device is so great that it was shown on Russian television. And this is the second army of the world that constantly threatens the United States. The foreign ministers of Estonia and Latvia have called on Germany not to delay the delivery of Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine. In turn, Poland has officially appealed to Germany on the issue of transferring Leopard tanks to Ukraine, reported Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki. The Estonian ambassador to Ukraine promised to transfer all of his 155mm howitzers to Ukraine. Russia was offended and is asking the Estonian ambassador to leave Moscow. According to them, the Estonian leadership is deliberately destroying relations with Russia. In turn, Estonia is sending the Russian ambassador back to Russia. Latvia also joined Estonia and is also returning the Russian ambassador home. A new video of the head of PMC Wagner Prigozhin has surfaced on the internet. He addressing the criminals from the Wagner PMC. He devalues the feats of the warring grandfathers, saying that the military of the Wagner PMC are better than their grandfathers, as even the Battle of Stalingrad pales in comparison to the battles for Solder. Former Russian vice premier and head of Roscosmos, Dmitry Rogozin, promised to take revenge for his injury. Recall that in December 2022 he was injured in the buttocks during an artillery attack on the Shishbish restaurant on the southern outskirts of Donetsk. Rogozin called the operation Retribution. He expressed the hope to return to the front to find and destroy the combat team that struck the restaurant. By the way, he might find the piece of his buttocks. Thank you for watching our video. We appreciate your support and hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. See you in the next videos.